So I remember when we were writing Flora's Journey to Independence, which is the first book, and it was kind of hard to write because we hadn't tried doing that kind of project together, and we decided that I'd write one chapter, then you'd write one chapter, and back and forth and back and forth. And about midway through the book, we realized that we didn't remember who had written what, because we had both worked so much on each chapter that they were just seamless, and it was like we were really writing. I mean, it really was one book from one author.
And I remember, because you are already love to write and have for years and years, and I love to read. We both love to read, but I wouldn't have called myself an author or a writer. But it's so amazing when that creative process takes over. Really, it's true. They start to write themselves. We have a synopsis, about what we think is going to happen, but then all of a sudden it takes a totally different track. I mean, even the one we're writing now, we had decided about the characters, persona is going to be pretty outgoing and so forth, but I couldn't write it. It didn't come out that way in my chapter. It's just amazing. I really love that part of it, that creative.
Yeah. So what is your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
No, I don't know. Because some of them they're kind of an amalgam of different students, and so I think of the different stories remind me of different students sometime, but it's not one person's story. So I don't know. I really, the fourth book, the Kim's Journey to Harmony, I love. I don't know. Maybe it's where I am in my life, and the idea of feng shui and that kind of harmony. I love that idea, and I love that we told the story from the two people together, instead of all of the other three books were mostly from one character's point of view, and so that was kind of it was different, so that was fun.
Yeah, I love Kim's Journey too, but I think maybe my favorite is Flora's Journey still, because that was the first story, and it was such a good story. I mean, the story is so good, and anytime we have someone, in workshops, we often have our participants read the first chapter, and they are always just wanting to know what happened next, and just furious at the events in the chapter, and I don't know, I still think that's the one that I would go back to time and again.
Yeah, but I almost like, my favorite one is the one we're working on
that's
now,
true.
in a way.
That's true, because you really want to know what's going to happen in the story, even though we know.
We know, but we don't know. Yeah. Huh? It's just so much fun.